Beyond the bustling cities and famous landmarks, the United Kingdom hides a quieter beauty, untouched villages, secret gardens, and landscapes that feel like they belong to another world. These are the unseen places, where history whispers through stone walls, and nature paints scenes few travelers ever discover. Number 1, Snowdonia. Let's talk about our first stop, Snowdonia in North Wales, a land of towering mountains, sparkling lakes, and villages that feel frozen in time. This place is like nature's ultimate playground. You get mountains if you're into hiking, lakes if you love a quiet view, and even castles if you're a history buff. And the best part? Unlike the super touristy spots in the UK, Snowdonia feels raw, wild, and authentic. Here are some must-do experiences you can't miss. First up, the obvious one, Mount Snowdon itself. You've got two options, hike or ride. If you're adventurous, there are 6 main hiking routes to the summit, each with its own charm. Number 1. Llanberis Path. This is the most popular and easiest to follow route, starting from the village of Llanberis. It's longer but has a steady climb, making it perfect for beginners. Number 2. PYG Track, a shorter but steeper route that starts from Penwypas Car Park. It gives you stunning views of Snowdon's lakes. Number 3. Miners Track. This path also starts at Penwypas, and it begins gently along lakes before suddenly getting very steep toward the summit. No. 4. Crib Goch. This is the legendary Knife Edge Ridge climb, more of a scramble than a walk. It's thrilling but only for very experienced hikers. 5. Watkin Path. One of the most challenging routes, it begins in Nant Gwynedd Valley, taking you through waterfalls and woodlands before a very steep climb at the top. 6. RHYD-DDU Path, a quieter, less crowded path from the village of RHYD-DDU. It's steady but has dramatic ridge walking and fantastic scenery. Not into hiking? No problem. The Snowdon Mountain Railway will take you all the way up while you relax and enjoy sweeping views. At the summit, you'll find a cafe and a visitor center. Imagine sipping hot chocolate while standing on the highest point in Wales. Next, Zip World. Snowdonia is home to the fastest zip line in the world. The Zip World Velocity 2. You'll be strapped in, lying face down, and shot across Penrhyn Quarry at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. And here's something interesting, Snowdonia has over 100 lakes, and some of them feel like they're hiding just for you. Try finding Llyn Idwal, surrounded by dramatic cliffs, this lake is steeped in legend. Or Llyn Lido, found halfway up Snowdon, it's one of the most photographed lakes in Wales. Some say King Arthur's sword Excalibur was thrown into its waters. Lastly, you can step back in time by exploring places like Dalbadarn Castle, Harlech Castle and Conwy Castle, or stroll through the charming village of Bedglert and Bedasacoid, which is linked to one of Wales' most touching legends. Number 2, Loch Ness. Home of one of the world's most famous legends. Welcome to Loch Ness. Now, you've probably heard of it thanks to the mysterious Loch Ness monster, but there's so much more to this breathtaking place than just myths. Loch Ness is a massive freshwater loch stretching over 20 miles, surrounded by rolling hills and castle ruins. It's the second largest loch in Scotland by surface area, but thanks to its depth, it holds more water than all the lakes in England and Wales combined. Now, let's talk about what you can actually do when you're at Loch Ness. Take a scenic boat cruise. One of the best ways to experience Loch Ness is by hopping on a boat tour. These cruises take you right out onto the water, where you can enjoy panoramic views of the Highlands. Many boats even have sonar equipment on board. Sitting dramatically on the loch's edge, the ruins of Urquhart Castle are a must-visit. You can climb the Grant Tower for sweeping views, wander through medieval halls, and imagine what life was like when this fortress guarded the Highlands centuries ago. Next, if you love the outdoors, lace up your boots for the Great Glen Way, a long-distance walking route that runs right along the loch. Even if you don't do the full trek, shorter sections reward you with breathtaking views, peaceful forests, and glimpses of hidden waterfalls. For something more adventurous, you can rent a kayak or paddleboard and take to the loch yourself. Loch Ness isn't just about Nessie, you'll find plenty of real wildlife too. Keep an eye out for red deer, golden eagles, and even otters along the shores. Birdwatchers will be in heaven here. Don't miss exploring the quaint villages around the loch, like Drumnadrahet and Fort Augustus. Stop by a local pub for some hearty Scottish food, maybe haggis or Cullen skink soup. Number 3, Jurassic Coast. Imagine walking on a beach where every step takes you millions of years back in time. Welcome to the Jurassic Coast in England, one of the UK's most breathtaking, mysterious, and yes, unseen treasures for many travelers. The Jurassic Coast stretches for 95 miles along southern England, from East Devon to Dorset. It's actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its dramatic cliffs, hidden coves, and fossil-filled beaches. The Jurassic Coast is named after the Jurassic period, one of the 3 geological time periods, Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous, whose rocks and fossils are found along this stretch of coastline. Walking here is like stepping back in time, because the cliffs and beaches reveal layers of Earth's history that are up to 185 million years old. Many of the fossils discovered come from the Jurassic period, which is why the name fits perfectly. Let's take a quick glimpse on what you can actually do at the Jurassic Coast, because trust me, there's a lot more than just walking around. Fossil hunting in Lyme Regis and Charmouth, these towns are known as the fossil capitals of the world. You can literally find fossils from 200 million years ago washed up on the shore. Relax at Durdle Door, this natural limestone arch is the icon of the Jurassic Coast. Perfect for photography, swimming, or just sunbathing with a view you'll never forget. Hiking the Southwest Coast Path, whether it's a short walk or a full-day trek, the cliffside trails offer jaw-dropping views. Don't miss the walk from Lulworth Cove to Durdle Door. The Lulworth Cove, a perfectly round cove created by the sea's powerful erosion. It's one of the most unique coastal formations in the world. Visit Corfe Castle, a dramatic medieval ruin medieva that looks like it belongs in a fantasy film. It's just inland from the coast, and it's full of stories of battles and betrayal. Love for seafood? Dorset Seafood Festival, fresh seafood, live cooking, and music right by the sea, it's a foodie's dream. Number 4, Portmeirion Village. Imagine walking into a village where every house is painted in pastel colors, where the streets look like they've been borrowed from Italy, and where palm trees sway by the seaside. Sounds like the Mediterranean, right? But nope, this is right here in North Wales. Portmeirion is a fairy tale village created by Sir Clough Williams-Ellis back in the 1920s, who wanted to prove that architecture could be both stylish and sustainable. So what can you do here? Alright, so what can you actually do in Portmeirion? Well, first off, just walking around the village is an experience in itself. You've got these cobbled little streets, pastel-colored houses that look straight out of a painting, quirky statues, and even ornate fountains. Then there are the gardens and trails. You'll find subtropical plants growing here, in Wales. Palms, camellias, and all sorts of exotic greenery. Now, if you're a foodie or just someone who loves a good treat, you have to check out the famous Hotel Portmeirion. You can stay there if you're feeling fancy, or just pop in for a cozy afternoon tea while looking out over the estuary. Number 5, Lake District. Nestled in the northwest of England, the Lake District is a breathtaking region of mountains, valleys, and, of course, shimmering lakes. It's the largest national park in England and even recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Imagine rolling green hills, mirror-like lakes, and quaint stone cottages. First off, you have to hop on a boat ride across Lake Windermere, it's the biggest lake in England. If you're into hiking, Scawfell Pike is calling your name. It's the tallest mountain in England. You don't need to be a pro climber, there are trails for all levels, and the feeling when you reach the top is unbeatable. Not much of a hiker? No problem. Just wander into the little villages. Grasmere, for example, is famous for its gingerbread. And here's one for the book lovers, this is the land that inspired Beatrix Potter and William Wordsworth. You can literally step into their world by visiting Beatrix Potter's farmhouse or Wordsworth's Dove Cottage, where some of the most beautiful poetry ever written came to life. It feels like walking into history. Number 6, Stonehenge. When you think of the United Kingdom, one image often stands out, a circle of giant stones standing in the middle of a grassy plain. Yes, I'm talking about Stonehenge. But here's the thing, while millions know its name, very few know its secrets. Stonehenge is located in Wiltshire, England, and is one of the most famous prehistoric monuments in the world. Imagine massive stones, some weighing up to 25 tons, carefully arranged in a circle. Built around 300 to 2000 BC, it's older than the pyramids of Egypt. Its purpose? First, grab the audio guide, it's like having a time machine in your pocket. As you walk around the stones, you'll hear stories about how they were built, who might have used them, and what scientists are still discovering. Then, head over to the visitor center. This place is packed with ancient artifacts, like tools and jewelry that people used thousands of years ago. Oh, and don't skip the burial mounds scattered around the landscape, they're like little hidden chapters of the story. And lastly, try to go at sunrise or sunset. Watching the light hit those stones, it feels otherworldly, almost like you're part of something ancient and sacred. Here is an interesting fact, the stones came from two different places, the larger Sarsen stones from about 20 miles away, and the smaller bluestones from Wales, nearly 150 miles away. Imagine moving them without modern machinery. Number 7, Edinburgh, Scotland. Now, let's talk about a city that's both world famous and filled with hidden gems most travelers miss, Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh is a city where history whispers through every cobblestone. It's built across 7 hills, crowned by the mighty Edinburgh Castle on one side and the extinct volcano, Arthur's Seat, on the other. The old town is a maze of medieval streets, while the new town shows off elegant Georgian architecture. Most people visit Edinburgh for the castle, the Royal Mile, and maybe a whiskey tour. But the real unseen Edinburgh lies underground in hidden vaults, down spooky alleyways called closes, and in quiet, secret gardens tucked away from the crowds. For starters, if you're up for a bit of adventure, climb Arthur's Seat. It's actually an ancient volcano, and once you're at the top, you get this breathtaking, panoramic view of the whole city. Honestly, it's the best selfie spot in Edinburgh. If you're someone who loves a little mystery, you've got to check out Mary King's Close. It's this underground street that's been frozen in time for centuries. Walking through it feels like stepping into a ghost story. Now, if you're a bookworm, like me, you'll love the Writers' Museum. It's a cozy little spot that celebrates legends like Robert Burns and Sir Walter Scott. Oh, and here's a fun fact, J.K. Rowling actually wrote parts of Harry Potter in cafes around Edinburgh, so if you're a Potterhead, you can even grab a coffee where the magic began. And of course, you can't leave Edinburgh without trying some Scotch whiskey. Find a traditional pub, order a dram, and let the warm notes of whiskey and live folk music take over your evening. It's one of those experiences that makes you feel truly Scottish, even if just for a night. And there you have it, some of the UK's most unseen treasures, each with its own story, beauty, and a touch of mystery. Which of these hidden gems would you love to explore first? Drop your answer in the comments, I'd love to hear your travel bucket list. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories and unseen places from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring.